everyone! My name is Renee Rochelle, and today on One True Match, we will be talking about maintaining and growing your faith in love during this lockdown. With so much uncertainty and craziness going on in the world today, it can be expected that your love life will be impacted. It can be difficult to stay positive throughout the chaos of this coronavirus while still in search of love. I would urge you to come to an understanding with yourself and respect that these have been particularly stressful and lonely times, and to not put too much pressure on yourself. See, this is an opportunity to strengthen your relationship with yourself and with God. A verse that feels particularly relevant is Proverbs 3:5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Focus on what is within your own control and understand that much of what is going on in the world today is not under your control, and that it is okay because so many people, doctors, nurses, scientists, researchers, are working to do the best they can do to help. Remember, you can continue to do your part by washing your hands, staying home unless necessary, and practicing social distancing once you leave your home. By strengthening your relationship with yourself, you are embodying what makes you who you are and understanding what will bring your life happiness and love. Do your best to stay positive about the future and enjoy this time being single. Take solace in the lack of pressure during this time, and instead take this time to self-reflect and focus on your own personal health. Surround yourself with positivity and invest in uplifting yourself. I would recommend limiting your amount of time spending watching the news, scrolling through Twitter and Facebook, and instead focusing your time on more positive activities. Look to the daily activities that include things like going outdoors, or reaching out to friends, investing in your hobbies and of interests. There are many virtual outlets that are uplifting and encouraging, like the British Museum in London, to a virtual church service and other platforms that you can enrich your mind with. Remember that God has a plan for you, as in Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and plans to give you hope and a future. Losing hope makes you feel powerless, and it can be incredibly difficult to not focus on the chaos and negativity in our lives. It is essential to keep faith and understand that God has a plan for us. It may not be what we have envisioned or when we had envisioned it, but we have to keep faith in God's plan. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below and let me know how being in lockdown has affected your love life. Have you enjoyed this time being single? Have you hated it? I would love to hear about it. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to our channel.